Namaskar friends. In the last video, we saw what connects our present life with our past life. How do we remember the incidents of the past life in this life? So we arrived upon a thing called soul. In this video, we are further going to discuss as to what is given in our ancient Indian texts regarding the soul. So the first important text in this matter is Shrimad Bhagwat Gita again. And from the same text, I am going to bring to you a few verses. Although there are a lot of other texts, such as Garuda Puran, which also explain soul. But over here, I am going to give you references from Shrimad Bhagwat Gita. Avinashi tu tad dvadi yen sa midam tatam Vinashmavyasyasya na kaschit kartu marhati. Bhagwan Krishna is explaining to Arjun that Arjun, you get to know that immortal which is present in all over the world. Nobody can destroy this immortal being. So Bhagwan Krishna is talking about a being. It's an entity. Soul is an entity in itself. Bhagwan Krishna is telling Arjun that, first of all over the world, in all living beings, there is a soul that is residing. It is irrespective of the boundaries of the countries. It is irrespective that whether you are born in America or you are born in Russia or you are born in India or you are born in Africa or Middle East. This soul is residing in every living beings and not just humans. It is residing in all living beings. We'll come to that later again. Kalpas may pass by, billions of years may pass by, but the soul is immortal. It does not die. In the next verse, Sri Krishna says, अंतवंत इमे देहा नित्य से उक्ता शरीरिणा अनाशिनो अप्रमेयस्य कस्माद्युष्यस्व भारत. People in general do not know this fact that this soul is immortal. People think that a person dies, so with it everything is finished. But Bhagwan is telling Arjun that although the physical body of the person may come to an end, but this soul, it is immortal. Okay, so inside our physical bodies, there is another entity which is called the soul, and that soul is immortal. Our bodies are mortal, they begin and come to an end, but the souls are immortal, they never die. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन्नायं भूत्वा भविता न भूया अजो नित्या शाश्वतो आयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीर. Bhagwan Krishna goes further and is explaining the immortality of the soul and is saying this soul never takes birth and this soul never dies. This soul is immortal and this is not the one which will be born ever. This soul is immortal and it will never take birth. It has never taken birth previously and in future also it will never take birth because it will never die. So again Bhagwan Krishna is saying This soul is without birth, living forever. This soul is Sanatan, eternal, and will be living forever for all times to come. Friends, are you trying to understand? There is another being inside us, our physical bodies, and it is called the soul. And that soul is immortal. It will never take birth. It has never taken birth. It will never die. Now, the next important fact. वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोआ पराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णान्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. Friends, just like you and me, we discard the old clothes and wear new clothes. Similarly, this soul leaves the old physical bodies and goes into the new bodies. Okay, most Indians will be familiar with these concepts, but I'll explain again. Just like we discard the old clothes and wear new clothes, similarly, the soul takes new bodies, is born into new bodies, and it discards the worn out old bodies. नैनम छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनम दहति पावका न चैनम क्लेदन्य तापो न शोषयति महारुता. Weapons cannot cut this soul, fire cannot burn this soul, water cannot wet this soul, and air cannot make this soul dry. Now Bhagwan Krishna is telling the characteristics of this soul. That this soul cannot be cut with any weapon, and fire cannot burn it, water cannot wet it, and air cannot dry this soul. Okay, here I'll just give a reference that we talked about the concept of a field, the electromagnetic field that connects a mobile phone with the tower. Now, that field also you cannot cut, you cannot burn, you cannot wet it, you cannot make it dry. And for the soul also, Bhagwan Krishna is saying the same thing. So, is the soul something like a field? This is my own perception. This is not written in any of the texts. But this is my perception that the soul is also something like a limited field which is residing inside your bodies. Svedo ayam, dava ayam, kedo shoshya evacha, nitya sarvagata sadhu chalo ayam sanatana. Bhagwan Krishna again says that the soul cannot be cut, burnt, or made wet, cannot be dried. And this is eternal within every living being, not just us humans, but all living beings, these plants, these trees, whom we cut without any sense of humanity. The soul resides in a tree also. All these animals, the birds and animals that you kill without even thinking a bit, it is the same soul that is residing in those living beings also. So the soul also resides in every living being. Every living being has an individual soul within its physical body. And this soul is stable and does not have an end. Again, Bhagwan Krishna is saying the same thing. Now, in this video, we limit our discussion to this. You think about all these, what I have just said. So now we go on to our next video.